before the start of the performance, there are a couple of safety announcements. In the event of an emergency, please leave the auditorium in an orderly fashion through the exits situated to your left and right, as well as the doors you came in through. Please make your way to the fire assembly point, which is situated by the picnic tables at the front of the theatre, where front of house staff will check that everyone has exited the building. Please may I also remind you to switch off your mobile phones. Please do not take photographs or film the performance, as this is very distracting for the performers. I hope that you enjoy the performance, and we look forward to you coming back again to the Court Theatre.
Oi, I can't talk now, because I've got to get to work. Well, it's time to get to work. No, I can't text you. No calls, no texts, no pictures of any kind, and none of that vibrating. I mean, who is the lonely wanker that come up with the idea that vibrating would be silent? So I'm understood? Okay, I'm powering down now. I'll call you in the break. Cheers.
Trust your feet in Christ and Son, our work is tried and true. Practical, pragmatical, steadfast and sturdy too. If you stroll or saunter and the walk jog up or run, the prudent show for you to choose is Christ and Son.
You might think beauty comes in spring and sparrow, or when the sunrise hits the morning dew. But if you walk the straight and narrow, you'll find the elegance and comfort is Do you know what the most beautiful thing in the world is, Charlie?
A shoe?
A shoe. The most beautiful thing in the world. The most beautiful thing in the world, Charlie, that I know. Sing it, Charlie.
The most beautiful thing in the world.
The most beautiful thing in the world, Charlie, it's beautiful. For generations have paved the way before you. You'll be next in line when my time is through. There's a saying I down I found about you, that you can tell about a fella from his shit. You're a right funny kid, you are.
Take those things off your feet and get it out, you stupid boy.
Charlie, here are the shoes I told you about. Come and have a look, see? Aren't they the most necessary things ever? If you want to slip a ring on my finger, you'll first slip these shoes on my feet.
They're a tad posh for life in Northampton, wouldn't you say?
Well, good thing we're moving to London. And won't they make a fitting farewell to the stink of cattle farms and tanning leather? We may have been born in a small factory town, but we sure as hell don't have to die there.
Have you seen the price? There's 3 months' rent there.
Pinch 'em or pay for 'em, that is up to you. But these shoes are in my future. To new beginnings, hello to sunny place. We're upward mobile now, goodbye to small town ways. Till it's impossible to find a trace of what we've left behind. And the defining element is in these shoes. The most beautiful thing in the world, the most beautiful thing in the world, Charlie, that I know, the most beautiful thing in the world, the most beautiful thing in the world, Charlie, it's beautiful, it's beautiful.
Your life, your future is right here in this factory. You belong here.
No, I belong with Nicola in London.
No, you belong here.
Will you toast my journey?
But to leave your family and home for a job shopping in London.
Marketing. Richard Bailey has offered Nicola and me positions marketing in real estate.
You're breaking my heart, Charlie.
To you, Dad.
Shoes can protect a man's journey, but only his heart can choose the path. And so, a toast to our own Charlie. May you never fail to point your shoes back home.
The Charlie, beautiful, it's beautiful, beautiful, it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, Don't you go anywhere, 'cause you belong to me.
You do realise you're just talking about shoes?
The most beautiful thing in the world, the most beautiful thing in the world, Charlie, it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing in the world, the most beautiful thing in the world, Charlie, and I know, the most beautiful thing in the world, the most beautiful thing in the world, Charlie, it's beautiful, it's beautiful, it's beautiful, it's beautiful.
Well, this flat is dirty and small and dreary, and just about everything needs replacing except
Me?
the address. We're in London, Charlie. London, London, London.
Where did you say we were?
London.
So you're happy then, Nick?
I'm ecstatic, aren't you?
I'm happy if you're happy.
Is that really the best you can do?
Love you.
You know, you could always go back and muck in with your dad.
What? Make shoes? That's not what I want.
Then what is it that you want?
Hang on. Hello? Yep, this is his son. What? When? How? Yeah, okay, thanks.
Trust your feet in price and sun. Our work is tried and true. Practical, pragmatical, steadfast and trusty too. If you stroll or saunter, amble, walk, run, hop or run, the prudent shoe for you to choose is price and sun.
Your father will be proud to see you standing here, Mr. Price.
Bloody hell, George. You know me all my life. Call me Charlie.
Price and Son must have a Mr. Price. Mr. Price?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, actually. You see, my dad always assumed that one day I'd take over running the factory, but I never actually said that I would.
Excuse me, sir, they're all waiting below. Perhaps a word or two, sir. They'd appreciate hearing from the new head of Price and Son.
It's not really necessary, is it, George?
Just a word, sir.
Right.
Oi, quiet down. The little prince has got something to say.
Thanks, Tom. Hi everyone. Thanks. Cheers for the flowers and cards and whatnot.
Perhaps a word of encouragement about the future.
Yeah, good idea. Let's keep making shoes. Great shoes, and good luck with that.
Wow, that one got away with words. Right, so working with her. Thank you.
Mr. Price, come quickly. Chambers have returned their entire shoe order.
After you, Mr. Price.
Look, can someone just sign so I can get the rest of these shoes out of my truck?
Is there something wrong with them?
Ask someone that cares. Sign all 3 copies.
Oh, cheers, mate. I guess we should put these in the stockroom then, Pat.
Well, the Chambers winter shoe order's already in the stockroom.
So what are these?
Well, that's the Chambers spring shoe order.
Then we're currently manufacturing...
The Chambers summer shoe order, and it's a big one.
Are you telling me we've got a year's worth of shoes and no one to buy them?
Well, it started some time ago. Chambers cut back on their orders, but if we'd cut back on production, it would have meant cutting the workers' hours, and your father wouldn't hear of it.
I would have thought he'd have told you, though. But there again, you were busy at university and away with your girl.
Well, what's we doing with all these shoes?
Well, once or twice a year, your father sold the overstock to all the discount chains.
So this has happened before?
Yeah, but never as bad as this. I'll find something to tell you.
But actually, your father seemed a lot less concerned of late. He'd said he'd settled on some sort of a plan.
What sort of plan?
Singing whoa, whoa, singing whoa, whoa. Thank you, Wembley! Wilston! Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the band are going to take a break. We'll be back in 5 minutes. So don't go away. Thank you!
Here he is. Look.
Easy, tight, easy.
I've got your drink here.
Not bad for a discount shoe salesman, eh?
Oh, really terrific, Harry. To you.
No. Come on. To your father. Eh? He was a gent.
And to yours.
Cheers.
It's all right.
Well, mate, I assume you didn't come all the way to London just to buy me a drink.
Yeah, it seems we find ourselves with 600 pairs of brogues and no buyer.
So, Chambers finally cancelled your orders completely. Yeah, I heard.
But then, I remembered the time that your dad found his stock short, and my dad, at no small expense to himself, offered to fill the shortfall.
No. That is not fair, conjuring up ancient history.
Look, I've given to you a cost. Cost, Harry, come on, for old time's sake.
You see these, Charlie? I import those from Slovakia, and I sell them. I sell them for a fraction of your cost.
Yeah, but they're shiny. A Price and Son shoe will last a man a lifetime. Poor soul who buys those will need new ones in a season.
Yeah, and I'll be right there to sell him a pair at a very affordable price.
Have you ever heard the saying, a poor person stays poor because he buys cheap shoes?
Have you ever heard the saying, no matter how far down the wrong road you are, turn back? Look, selling shoes off of inventory is only going to prolong the inevitable. Come on, Charlie. Is manufacturing shoes really what you had your cap set on?
Selling cheap imports really your aspiration in life?
If my life is nothing more than shoes, you'd find me swinging by my tie from a steam pipe. My guitar. My mates. Music is my escape. It ain't much. It ain't perfect, but it's what I got. 1, 2! You gotta take what you got, even when your life is in knots. You take aim, take your shot. Sometimes you gotta rewrite the plot. You gotta take what you got.
You'd always say that one of these days you'd get out of Northampton Sound.
You always said that you wouldn't stay, no. You wouldn't stick around.
Never knew what I wanted before. Now I'm even more sure.
You can't go back, you're still in the past. Listen, you gotta take what you got, even when your life is in knots. You take aim, take your shot. Sometimes you gotta rewrite the plot. You gotta take what you got.
Everybody's telling me what I need to be. Change with the times, move to London town, or live out a legacy. Well, maybe this time I'll take a chance, leap into the best experience. Maybe this time I'll seize my destiny. My destiny.
If you're on the wrong road, turn back.
So you'll help me out? Oh, thank you, Harry.
2, 3, you
Gotta take what you got, even when your life is in knots. You take aim, take your shot. Sometimes you gotta rewrite the plot. You gotta take what you got. You gotta take what you
You got something for a thirsty man?
Here. Price and Son shoe will last a man a lifetime.
Do I strike you as the sort of man whose problem is shoes?
All right, fellas, let's go easy now.
However you like it, darling. We can start off easy and take it from there.
I'm all for program.
Yeah, come now, gents. Think maybe you've had your fun, yeah?
Yeah? What was said, mind your own business.
Look, let the lady go on her way, all right?
Yeah, you can take her place if you like.
Step aside, sir. I can handle the likes of these. He wasn't the first man to fall for me, and I promise he won't be the last. Leave expectations at the door. Just let your eyes explore my cinematic flair. From my boot to derriere, I got that lacy silken feel, with arms as hard as steel. I am freedom, I'm constriction, a potpourri of contradiction. Leave that humdrum pace of plumb behind. Once you walk inside these doors, you're mine. Now let me blow your mind and like Shazam. And bam, here I am. Yes, ma'am, I am Lola. And like Shazam, ooh-wee, it's me, can't you see? I am Lola. Step into a dream where glam is extreme. Welcome to my fantasy. Make it good Bethany. So come and take my hand and welcome to the land of Lola. No need to be embarrassed. I like to be looked at, and you like to look. I know a way to make us both happy. Lola. Hey, got ginger eyes and summer fair, with the moves of Fred Astaire. I'm your Jesus, I'm your Mary, but this Mary's legs are hairy. I'm your almond butter bitch, not just cookie cutter kitsch. I'll provide the unexpected with a prize that's undetected. Leading to your highest high. Let's explore your light of fancy tonight. I'm gonna treat you right and like Shazam. And bam, here I am. Yes, ma'am, I am Lola. And like Shazam, ooh, it's me, can't you see? I am Lola. Step into a dream where glam is extreme. Welcome to my fantasy. We can feel Bethany. Step into a dream where glam is extreme. Welcome to my fantasy. We can feel Bethany. So come and take my hand and welcome to the land of Lola. Say my name. Hey. So come and take my hand and welcome to the land of Lola. Ah, he lives. Hello. They call me Lola because it's my name. Very sweet, you riding to my rescue. Very Prince Charming.
Didn't appear to be in much need of rescue.
Well, a girl needs to know how to look after herself. There are some very funny people out there. How's your chin?
Oh, get off.
Don't flatter yourself. I will say one thing for you, though. You're hard-headed. Your jaw whacked my heel clean off.
I could fix those for you, but not in cheap shoes.
Very expensive shoes, but cheaply made. I'd give my left tit for a shoe that could stand up for me. But it's my curse to love these things.
Allow me. Never leave me with that one.
Why, thank you, Mr. Not to be presumptive, but you are a Mr.
Charlie from Northampton.
Well, Charlie from Northampton. If you'll excuse me, I need to go start the second show. There's a room full of people just waiting to feel normal by comparison. But please, do feel free to join in the fun.
Oh, very kind, thank you, but I'd best be getting back. Got a factory full of folk that need firing tomorrow morning.
And they call me Kinky. Well, as Oscar Wilde said, be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. Ladies, gentlemen, and those who have yet to make up their minds, I invite you to look around. You may see something you want. Did you see that? I just made a man disappear with one wink. Such a pity. My girl so wanted to meet him, isn't that right? Oh, don't worry, you're perfectly safe. My girls are harmless. But then again, this is live theatre, so you never know. Leave expectations at the door. Just let your eyes explore. My cinematic flair, from my boot to derriere. A 2-week notice, and then what?
Look, I found someone to buy the current stock, but with no orders for next season, we're going to have to shut down.
Oh, please, Charlie. My daughter's just started school. It's the uniforms, love, and me with no husband to help.
Look, I'm really sorry, but Chambers cancelled the contract, so what else can I do?
Is that what this is all about then, Chambers shoe returns? Listen, Charlie, you've had some bad news, but chin up, chum. As my mother used to say, don't worry about today, because today ain't tomorrow. Anyway, thanks for the chat and good luck.
No, just hang on, it's not like that. I have... for God's sake.
And lectures there, and bam, here I am. Yes, ma'am, I am Lola.
So I've given everyone 2 weeks' notice. We'll use the time to ratchet down production, clean the machines, take inventory, that sort of thing.
Who are you kidding? I've been working here since you and I were kids. I'm 3rd generation Price and Son.
Yeah, it's a fact that 9 out of 10 shoe factories have already gone out of business. So without some sort of miracle buyer, what else can I do?
Well, you can do what you want, but you can't sack me. Do you remember back at school when you tried to cut me off the rugby team? Do you remember what happened?
Yeah, you pushed me down a flight of stairs and then got suspended.
Yeah, but I stayed on the team.
And lectures me, ooh, it's me, can't you see? I am Lola.
But what else can I do? Can't keep making things no one wants.
Then make something they do.
Make something they do? What?
Make something they do want. Change the product, Charlie.
I don't know if you've noticed, but we're a shoe factory. We make shoes.
Yeah, but not ones anyone wants. Over at the Wickham factory, they noticed that was all-weather hiking shoes, so they started making all-weather hiking shoes and saved the factory. Toby's has started making sandals. All the sods that survived went out looking for an underserved niche market and then aimed to fill that void. They didn't sit in their offices whining, going, what else can I do? Well, my wedding shoes are still here, but my fiancé is nowhere in sight.
Sorry, Nick, I'm completely underwater here.
Are you saying you still haven't left? Charlie, we have an appointment. If we lose this hole, we'll wind up getting married in a fish and chip shop.
Hey, now that sounds like fun.
Are you seriously standing me up?
Look, Nick, do we really need a flashy wedding? At the end of the day, should it all be about us?
A wedding announces to the world who you, as a couple, are going to be.
I've just given 2-week notices to Pete, Marge, Maggie, Trish.
Oh, damn, Maggie. I was meant to ask her to be a bridesmaid. She'll like that though, eh?
Yeah, I think she might like getting a paycheck better. Honestly, Nick, wouldn't saving the factory tell the world more about us than some showy party and a pair of 900 quid shoes you'll wear once? Talk about your niche market. Talk about your niche market.
Talk about what niche market?
Take what you've got, change the product, find an underserved niche market, and then sell a completely underserved niche market.
Have you got it off your nuts?
Nick, I'll call you back. Lauren, please come to the office, please come see Mr. Krabby Charlie in his office now.
Step into a dream, where glamour is extreme. Welcome to my fantasy, speaking good for me. So come and take my hand, and welcome to the land of love. You've got a dark horse in this boyfriend of yours.
Oh no, she's not mine.
No, he's got someone else.
another.
I just stuff his boxes. For the next 2 weeks at least.
What are you staring at?
Sorry, we don't get many transvestites in Northampton.
Don't kid yourself. You're never more than 10 steps away from any kind of cross-dresser. In any case, those are not transvestites, they are drag queens.
There's a difference?
A drag queen puts on a frock, and suddenly she's Cleopatra. A transvestite gets done up and often as not looks like Winston Churchill in his mother's knickers.
And so you are...
Insulted that you need to ask. So you fired this lovely girl?
Yeah, things aren't very good in men's shoes.
Certainly I'm not.
How much do you weigh?
Exactly the right amount.
Yeah, for a man, but you're wearing women's shoes.
And I thought you weren't paying attention.
It's all wrong.
Hasn't stopped me yet.
A heel made for a woman cannot possibly support the weight of a full-grown man. You need something special.
And I deserve something special.
Look, if there really are as many transveterans out there, as you say they are, then there must be a niche market for properly built-to-last women's shoes for women who are men. Yeah? No? The International Shoe Exhibition is in Milan next month. If we had something new to show, something no one else in the world had ever seen before, we might just save the factory. Alright. Look, I want to measure you up, take them back, make a sample pair.
First, riddle me this. Who gets to keep the boots? I'll give you a hint. The correct answer is, you do, Lola.
You do, Lola?
Where do I pick them up from? Prices of Northampton, is it?
Oh, no. I'll bring them to you. I come to London all the time.
You don't want me to come to Northampton, do you?
No.
Sorry, but I have a terrible habit of always doing exactly the opposite of what people ask. Which might be why I'm wearing this dress today. See you in Northampton. Oh, and make them red!
Do I belong here? Am I what's wrong here? Know what I'm doing, or am I a fraud? Do I fit in? Where do I begin? Same old Charlie, frightened and flawed, so I pretend and keep my head up like I know how this will end. Maybe these pieces are falling together, making me feel like I'm not alone, punching holes into this leather. This kind of feels like I'm back home. I'm watching myself and I know what to do. Hey, look at me now. It's a shoe. Shake up, look at me wake up, taking control. This is our new beginning, my gears are spinning. Don't stop the flow, just put one foot onward and forward. I used to be a zero, but now I clearly feel that I may be a hero who reinvents the heel. I may be facing the impossible, I may be chasing after miracles, and there may be the steepest mountain to overcome. But this is step one, this is step one. I had it in me, let me begin, see where this could go. I've got knowledge and know-how. Don't stop the show now, don't stop the flow. Just put one foot onward and forward, yeah. I used to live in limbo, never dying to begin, but now it's sink or swim, so I better dive right in. I may be facing the impossible, I may be chasing after miracles, and there may be the steepest mountain to overcome. But this is step one. It's not just a factory, this is my family. No one's gonna shut us down. No more Charlie Prices around. We may be facing the impossible, we may be chasing after miracles, and there may be the steepest mountain to overcome. We may be chasing the impossible, we may be chasing after miracles, and there may be the steepest mountain to overcome. But this is step one. Look what Johnny Boy has done. This is step one.
What is this?
Your boot.
Burgundy.
Is there something wrong?
Dear Lord, please tell me I'm not inspired something burgundy.
At the club you said
Red.
well, you didn't specify.
Red!
Burgundy is a red.
Burgundy is the colour of hot water bottles. Red is the colour of sex. Burgundy for cardigans and golf apparel. Red for passion and danger and signs that say, do not enter.
quite partial to pink.
Pink. It's for playthings. Yellow for warnings, purple for princes, black for wannabes, green for pickles, but red is for sex.
At least try them on. I guarantee they're comfy.
Sex shouldn't be comfy.
Oh, good. I thought it was just me.
Comfy is what's putting you out of business. You want to save this place? You're going to have to start manufacturing sex. 2.5 feet of irresistible, tubular sex.
Ooh. Look, but at least look at the heel. Your sort can dance all night, beat a football team, and this heel will still be whole. Isn't that what you wanted?
Not if it means looking like a Romanian folk dancer. Ladies, would you go out wearing something like this?
No, not a chance.
No. But I say you look good in them, darling.
And what's your name? Darling.
It's Dom to you, darling.
Well, Dom. If you can't get women to wear them, you'll never get them on blokes like me. Put them over the top, Charlie. Look to the heel. The sex is in the heel, even if you break it. The sex is in the feel, honey, you can't fake it. Jack it up, 'cause I'm no flat tire. Make it up 6 inches higher. The sex is in the heel, so just embrace it. I hope you don't mind, but I brought my own backup. Ladies, tell the man what you need.
Lifting the rear, making it appear pert and ready for the mating season.
That's the scientific view. But you know what I say. The sex is in the heel, faces you can make it. The sex is the appeal, kinky boys can shake it. Pump it up till it's ostentatious. Funk it up, it's contagious. The sex is in the heel, so just embrace it. Ladies, here we go! in the heel.
Heel.
The sex is in the heel.
Heel.
The sex is in the heel.
Heel.
You are not our niche market.
Well, there's some very interesting ideas here.
They're all stiletto heels. It's physically impossible to make a stiletto that can bear the weight of a full-grown man.
But not so fast. If we could mould the steel, one piece from ball to heel, we'd underpin it and remake it so not even Don could break.
Sorry?
I said we'd underpin it and remake it so not even Don could break it.
Yeah, you really think so?
We can do it!
We can do it!
We can do it! Lola, did you hear me? I said we could do it.
All right, but you've got to be quick. I have an 8 o'clock show.
No, seriously. We think we found a way to make the boots. And if we have, and you're right about never being too far from a customer, we might just have something.
Well, that there's cause for celebration. Yes, hello. Can I get a cab for 5 to Northampton train station, please?
No, you've got to stay.
I'll call back. Stay? Me? Here, yes? No! Charlie, my boy, I abandoned the provinces years ago, and your fellow Don in there is a stellar reminder why.
Forget about Don, he's just...
Like every other man in Northampton. Charlie, I escaped this life once. I'm not doing it again.
Fine. Head back to London. Well, I'm here trying to save a factory that 4 generations of my family have poured their life's blood into.
Get to the part that applies to me.
I'm willing to gamble the fate of this entire enterprise on you as a designer.
A designer? Me? Now who's kidding who? I mean, sure, hand me glitter feathers and a hot glue gun and I can make the world a pretty place, but me? A designer?
I've been force-fed shoes my whole life, but I've never seen anything like what you just drew.
They're drawings. The silly scribblings of a braggarty sissy boy who doesn't know when to shut his yap. Have a gander at me, Charlie. I wouldn't trust me to babysit a cactus.
You're passionate about shoes. Not heard anyone talk about hair in that way since, well, not since my dad. Do you know how rare it is to feel that way about something? Do you know how jealous I am? I've never been passionate about nothing in my life. Well, maybe snogging.
But you're forgetting something. I don't know how to make a shoe.
Well, you're in luck. As it just so happens that I do. Look, if we're to succeed, we need something unlike anything anyone has ever seen before. That's where you come in. And, if we don't want to be laughed out of Milan, they need to be executed so impeccably that no one can deny where come is to be reckoned with. And that, Lord help us, is where I come in. 3 weeks. 3 weeks, Lola, that's all I'm asking.
Is that a taxi or a police car? I guess I'll find out when I offer him money.
Opportunity has fallen into your lap. The easy thing, and probably even the sensible thing, is to walk off and have a laugh about the time some nut offered you a job making kinky boots. But if you do, I promise you, the rest of your days, you will wonder, what if I said yes? What if I'd stayed?
A designer. Oh, a designer. Well, I suppose I could get used to the name. Kinky Boots. Or better yet, Lola's Kinky Boots! I hope you realise you're going to have to make me a new sign. And I warn you, this time it had better be red!
And the walk shall up or round. The prudent show for you to choose his price and son.
Hi everyone, can I have your attention for a sec? You're probably wondering what's going on. But, Price and Son spent the last century making a range of shoes for men. We'll begin this century making a range of shoes for a range of men. Look, there's no denying it's do or die, but do we will. Does anyone have any questions? Let's make shoes, boots. Oh,
Mr. Price, could you sign these checks, please?
George, come on, it's Charlie.
Mr. Price, you've earned it. Today at least.
Hey, Mr. Price. No longer am I, what else can I do, Charlie? I'm take Charles Charlie all the way now.
Very impressive.
Thanks to you.
Anytime.
No, I mean it. Thanks to you. Thank you. Look, I was thinking that...
Charlie, can I get your opinion here, please?
Oh, hang on a sec.
Oh no. Oh no, girl, I'm warning you, no. I can't. I think I've got a crush. Oh God, I think I'm falling for him. Why not? Women have been making bad choices since the beginning of time. Are you gonna be another one of mine? Oh.
Lauren.
Yeah?
Lauren. I was thinking of keeping you on the production line as a waste of young talents. How would you like to work with me on the Milan show?
Yeah, you don't owe me a job.
No?
No.
All this started with you having a fit.
Yes, I had a fit, but you had an idea, and that's why some of us get our names on factories and the rest on punch cards.
Well, as someone whose name is on a factory, I'd like to please place your name on one of my executive punch cards. Good?
Yeah.
Good. Have I got something stuck in my teeth?
No, it's just funny how, you can know someone their whole life and not really know them at all.
Right. Guess I'll see you later then.
Shopping, boss! Used to think you were from out of space. Who's this bright-eyed guy in your place? You're kind of cute when you're not so shy. Oh, but I've been here before. Have I come back for more? Another chapter in the history of wrong guys. You used to be so alert like lost a bore, but now you're changing into something I just can't ignore. Charlie, oh. 3, he's a sneeze. 4, loves the girl next door. 5, loves the boy next door. 6, don't love you no more. Makes you insecure, makes you so unsure. Is so immature. Or has a girlfriend named Nicola.
Ready to get to work?
Where are you off to?
I've been executised.
I didn't hear the tea trolley. And you boys got work needs doing.
Oh, look at you, George. Worried that you might get slapped down by her mistress.
You're as clever as you are rich.
Come on, George. You know he's going to make Price and Son the laughing stock of the town, and you know it.
I know no such thing.
Well, at fisticuffs last night, the Delaney brothers said we were the slaves of the puff.
With the ladies about to shut down, you think those boys will do better than drink their money away? Meantime, last time I looked, you two were still on the payroll. So why don't you stifle your yaps and earn your keep?
As you told her then.
Get lost up both of you. Here comes His Royal Highness now.
Have you got any toilets down here?
All we got down here is men's and women's.
Charlie, come quick. Lola's gone and locked herself in the loo.
Bloody hell. Right, I'll go and speak to her, but I'm not going into the ladies. You have to go and get her out.
No, she's in the gents.
What?
The men's room.
Yeah, of course. She is. Lola, it's Charlie. Are you sick?
Depends who you ask.
Oh. Did someone nick your frock?
I come up with the daft idea that maybe I should try and fit in.
Yeah, I mean, probably get more work done that way anyway. Less bits and bobs to catch the machines.
Thanks for the support. God, in a gown I can bellow Brunhilde in front of 500 drunks and have a laugh. Put me in men's clothes and I can't something well say hello. What am I doing here, Charlie?
Becoming a designer.
Did I ever ask to become one?
Did you always want to be a performer? You know, like when you were a kid?
Whatever it was I wanted as a kid, my father beat out of me.
Your dad hit you?
Oh, no, not like that. No, he was a boxer. Yeah, a real prize fighter he was.
Wow.
He never got the title match he wanted. But when presented with a baby boy, well...
So you didn't know about the...
Well, no, he knew. But he figured if he pushed me, trained me himself. You heard right. I'm a professionally trained boxer with a dozen amateur bouts to my name. So don't try me. But when I appeared for a fight wearing a white cocktail dress. He disowned me, refused to see me, even when he came down with lung cancer. Ironic, really. Facts got him in the end. And you like making shoes?
The day I was born, my dad sat me down next in line at Price and Son. For him, done deal, but for me, first opportunity I got, grabbed my childhood sweetheart and jumped on the first train out of town.
What was it you ran off to do?
Just anything but what he wanted.
And yet here you are.
And yet here I am.
When I was just a kid, everything I did was to be like him. Under my skin, my father always thought if I was strong and fought, not like some albatross, I'd begin to fit in. Look at me, powerless and holding my breath, trying hard to repress what scared him to death. It was never easy to be his kind of man. To live freely was not in his plan, and the best part of me is what he wouldn't see. I'm not my father's son. I'm not the image of what he dreamed of, with the strength of Sparta and the patience of Job. Still couldn't be the one to echo what he'd done and mirror what was not in me. So I jumped in my dreams and found an escape. Maybe I went to extremes of leather and lace, but the world seemed brighter 6 inches off the ground, and the air felt lighter. I was profound, and I felt so proud just to live out loud. I'm not my father's son. I'm not the image of what he dreamed of, with the strength of Sparta and the patience of Job. Still couldn't be the one to echo what he'd done and mirror what was not in me. The endless torrent of expectation swirling could just be me.
I'm not my father's son. I'm not the image of what he dreamed of.
With the strength of Sparta and the patience of Job,
Still couldn't be the one to echo what he'd done and mirror what was not in me.
we're the same, Charlie boy, you and me. Charlie from Northampton meets Simon from Clapton.
Let's make boots. Sorry, Nick, you won't believe what's going on in there.
Hey stranger, don't I get a kiss?
Sorry, I'm just really excited. I think I found a solution for the factory.
Okay, well, slow down, Charlie. You said you'd hear us out, yeah? Well, like I said on the phone, some of this is going to come as a bit of a shock, but you promised you'd listen with an open mind.
Yeah, of course.
Charlie, you remember my boss, Richard Bailey?
Charlie, old man, how are you? I was almost your boss, eh, old boy?
Yeah.
Look, I'm terribly sorry to hear about your old man, but perhaps once the dust has settled, you'll come back and join us, maybe. I have to say, I'm absolutely buzzing about this project. Not every building serves a second chance, you know, but, well, yours is special.
So, second chance?
Let the man talk, darling.
Yes, Price and Son condominiums. 1, 2 and 3 bedroom loft-style homes with all the amenities.
How exciting is that?
It's not what you change about a building, Charlie. It's what you keep that marks a great renovation.
What makes you think we're for renovation?
You said you'd hear the man out.
Price and Son is not for sale!
Actually, it is. Unless you want to see it foreclosed.
Not if you'd listen. I found a solution for the factory.
Charlie! Charlie! The English train's just pulled in. The first pair of boots are on their final polish, but we can't unveil them without you.
Great, yeah, see you.
Oh, hello. I'm Lola. I'm the one designing Charlie's new line of transvestite footwear. There seems to be a slight chill. Or is it me? Maybe I should just go away.
See you. Listen, that was we really have to know him. Look, I've not gone into this lightly. There actually is a market out there.
Before you make a complete fool of yourself, it's time you heard the truth. Selling the building was your father's idea.
What?
Yeah, your father's idea. He approached Richard months ago. Tell him.
It's true, old boy. Your father and I had a number of conversations about this.
You yourself said he had a plan, remember? Well, this is it. Look, the contracts were almost done before he passed. We can show you the papers. Richard came to me first, lest you think your father doubted you could run the business. But don't look so down. This is all good news. Selling the factory will rid you of it, settle your family's debts, and ensure our future with a career-defining selling opportunity. We even get our own modern flat rent-free while we're selling.
Look, I'm just asking you to have a bit of faith.
Stop! Are you deaf? Your father was cashing out. You owe him nothing. The prison door's open. You're free, Charlie. All you need to do is walk away.
You were always telling me what I need to be, but you never really had enough faith in me. Dad, you gave up the factory. Well, this time I'm gonna take that chance, leap into the vast expanse. This time I'm gonna seize my destiny, my destiny.
Well, boss, is this what you had in mind?
Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah! Let me hear you say yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Say yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Say yeah.
Say yeah.
Say yeah.
We're getting ready for the new.
Witness the future of Bryce and Son.
Papa's got a brand new shirt. I'm like a broken heels, got you down.
We've got your solution.
Get up,
Get it on.
get it set with our kinky revolution.
Let me hear you say yeah, yeah. Say yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Say yeah, yeah. Say yeah. Welcome to our future. No longer are we making shoes, we are making 2.5 feet of irresistible. Wow. Say, let's do it.
I put the whole
Sow the seeds and I pull the leather down.
steel inside the heat.
And we go up like dynamite.
Picture this, a glamorous production exhibition.
I see flash over lights
Where do you think you're going with those?
Something's not quite right. I want to see the colours in daylight.
What did we talk about the other day? Thought we agreed on what constitutes proper working attire.
Don't be so hard on yourself. You look adorable.
Have you approved the lining fabrics and the fixtures for the bags yet?
Right after lunch.
Have you called the bottling agency? They need to start casting yesterday. Get it done, now.
Yes, boss.
Now! I mean it.
Love you too. Oh.
Careful there, big lady. Or is it little man? Care for a hand or a boot?
Tell me, Dapper Don, what can I do that will allow you to go on with your life undisturbed by my sharing the planet?
You could try dressing like a bloke, for starters.
Jealous?
Jealous of what?
Or the attention I get from the ladies?
You? Ladies?
Raise your hand if you look to see what I wear to work each day. Now raise your hand if you care what Don wears.
Are you trying to tell me you're not getting tied up to get blokes?
Why would I do that? Blokes that fancy blokes fancy blokes.
You like winning?
I adore them. I worship them. My entire being is devoted to loving them, and they love me right back.
Yeah, then why don't all blokes wear dresses?
A question I've been asking all my life.
A woman wants a man what acts like a real man.
Oh? And what does a real man act like? Ladies, care to help Don out? Tell him what you want.
Oh, me? I don't need much. A bit of companionship. A mate with benefits. I like big hands.
Oh, and affection.
I like to bite.
I want sensitivity and compassion.
Companionship, affection, sensitivity and compassion. Traditionally female characteristics, wouldn't you say?
You're off your trolley.
Really? Stand back. Let me tell you something. What a woman wants to see. Stand back, mister, I know everything, but it's what you blindly see.
Oh, Pat.
What a woman wants.
Masculinity.
Sensitivity.
In a fantasy.
What a woman wants.
Her muscles and clutch.
Just a tender touch.
You don't get out too much.
To know the smoothness of her skin with a gentle caress. Feel the feathery quality of her dress. What separates a man like you from a man like me? I'm a reflection of protection. I'm her curious mystery.
What a man.
What a woman.
What a man.
What a woman.
What a man. What a man.
What a woman wants.
What a man. What a man. What a man.
What a woman.
What a man.
What a woman.
What a man. What a man.
What a woman wants.
Come on, we all know what a bird really wants. Is a rock solid.
Uh-huh. Commitment. Look at me, devilishly debonair. Look at you, divinely dull, drab, and dumpy.
Want a man to give us a
challenge for you. Write down what you think I need to do to be a real man. And I'll do the same for you. Whatever you tell me to do, I will have to do. But you will have to do the same for me. Deal?
I ain't wearing no puffy dress.
Chickening out already?
What a man, what a man, what a man, what a man. What a man, what a man, what a man. What a man, what a man,
what a woman was.
Wild guess.
Well, I thought you knew, everyone else did.
Do you really think I would have let it get this far? It's a bloody nightmare. Why didn't you stop it?
Me? Well, if you spent less time in your office organising your wedding and more time actually working, maybe you could have stopped it.
Don't you bloody start, get enough of that at home.
Have you ever tried stopping Lola from doing anything?
Oh.
Lola told Don that he could challenge her to anything at all, and this is what he chose. Charlie, this isn't my fault.
Oh, I know, it's just a boxing match between Lola and Don and Fisticuffs Pub. It's going to be a bloody slaughter.
Look, just have some faith. I reckon Lola's got a couple of moves up her sleeves. Anyway, didn't she hit you around your face with a shoe when you first met her?
Yeah, don't remind me. Anyway, it's not her that I'm worried about. Lola is a professionally trained fighter.
She's a what?
Come on!
Oi, oi!
gentlemen and those who want to make up their mind. It's harder, get on down, waiting in the make out. It's harder, here tonight, in the cradle of a bright white light.
Listen to this. Who do you think you are coming to our town looking like a penny sardine on a 5-star plate? You better watch your back.
In this corner, heavyweight, leaving heavy like a buttermilk cake. And a real man ever confessed he was beaten by a guy in a dress.
Sequined freak!
Alright. Listen up, you two. I want to see it clean, fair, but artfully performed fun. I don't want to see any blows below that, or any hairs out of place. Oh, haven't you? You've got a ticket lipstick on your teeth. Much better. Alright then, get to your corners and come out fighting!
Here are the Pantones.
If
than a week to Milan, and you somehow figure a boxing match a good idea.
I figured watching Don slap me about might boost morale.
I suppose I should thank you for not crippling him.
Anything for the war effort.
Lola, Charlie.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
How about I leave you two lovebirds to make up?
They say you preferred Polish vodka. Why'd you do it? Why'd you let me win?
Really?
Really?
Because I didn't want you to walk into the factory tomorrow and feel disrespected.
And what about you?
Compared to my challenge, losing a fight is a polka in the pansies.
Accept someone for who they are. What's that mean?
Just what it says.
Are you trying to look for me to say that blokes in frocks is all right?
I'm not looking for you to say anything.
Accept someone for who they are. How's that make me a man?
Try it.
Anyone?
Anyone at all.
And that's it.
Good luck.
Oh, maybe 100 times to triple check.
I did check it.
No, but look, it's right there. You did.
Will you stop
check it.
shouting?
Look, everyone just stop talking, alright? Not one of you please cut to the chase.
We've miscalculated. The Milan trip is going to cost a lot more than we budgeted for.
It can't cost more. Because we have no more.
So I'm the blunderer, I'm the idiot, okay? I didn't account for land transport in Milan.
Or import taxes.
No, or import taxes. I figured the taxes for the samples were only one pair each. I know, really stupid.
Yeah, not brilliant.
Well, it's all your fault for putting me in charge anyway. I mean, what do I know about producing a bleeding fashion show in bloody Italy?
Yeah, but if we can't get the boots to Milan, then all this work's been for nothing.
Well, what if we call the bank? I mean, as we're so close, they might carry us.
Oh, yeah. Great idea. Hang on, think that's them now. Good day, Mr. Banker. Yeah, we've gone tits up making the best shoes in England, but we decided to chuck all that to make boots for transgentries, so how would you like to bunk in with us?
Look, I know it'd be an awful burden, but what about a short-term mortgage on your new flat?
Already done that. That's how we got to today.
Charlie! I was sitting on the loo when I was struck by lightning.
Oh, kitten! You should have shut the window first.
Look, I've just spoken to a nice chap down at the postal, and he's going to see what he can do about the import taxes for us.
Would someone listen to me?
Look, we're in a bit of a crisis here.
Charlie, you want me to hire Italian models, hair and makeup staff. Why?
At last! A question to which I have the answer. I want you to hire hair, makeup and models. Because we're putting on a show.
But why are we using fashion models?
You know, I've got this one as well. Because we're putting on a fashion show.
But why are we using professional fashion models?
Ding, ding, ding! It's my lucky day. 3 out of 3. Because we're putting on a professional fashion show!
Let's take the girls from the club.
The Angels.
What would look better on a runway? A bunch of personality-free pretty boys prancing about. Or a bunch of fabulous gaggle of drags who can really demonstrate what these boots were born to do.
You're not serious. You want me to gamble the fate of my family's business, this building, my flat, the very shirt on my back, on a ramshackle bunch that broke down and cross-dressing?
There he goes. Biting the hand that feeds.
I don't know what's more daft, what you're saying or what you're wearing.
Mr. Price, want to have a look at these?
The heel's wrong, this isn't a design.
Well, true enough, but up against the deadline, we had to improvise.
Why?
Well, we had to put the heel onto at a different angle. Otherwise, we'd have had to make an entirely new steel shank.
Then do it.
We'll have no stitching time left if you have to wait for a new heel.
I told them to go ahead like that.
It's not what you drew.
One's a drawing, one's a shoe.
I didn't give you permission.
No. All you give me is deadlines.
Look, we're going to do this right or not at all. Let me have a look at that one. The seam's not straight, you rush him, do him over.
Excuse me.
Look, and the zipper's set wrong. People, this is for Milan.
So?
So? We're on thin ice putting these out in the first place. I don't want to be the laughing stock of the entire industry.
But it's Saturday.
And?
I don't mind a bit of rah-rah, kumbaya for the sake of the team. But some of us have got lives outside of this factory.
You have a bloody lot more of it if I fire you. Oh, please. Do you have a problem?
All right. Everybody, back to work.
Here's what I don't understand. Why am I the only one who cares round here? Oh, not now, Nick.
Think about putting me off, Charlie.
We're in a bit of a crisis here.
You mortgaged our flat without even discussing it with me. There I am, having my supper, alone, as usual. And along comes a man to measure up the garden for a banknote.
Look, I can explain.
No one can ever say I didn't stand by my man. And I will stand by you still if you give me but one reason.
The reason's right in front of you. Is it saving prices on with everything?
Where was all of this passion when I was trying to make a new life for us in London?
Oh, London was for you.
For us?
You wanted London. I just went along with it.
Really? Well, you could have fooled me. And what about us was getting engaged just for me too? And who's this rubbish for? Don't tell me it's for your father. He's probably spinning in his grave over what you turned this factory into. So who's it for, Charlie? That fancy friend of yours doing special favours for him? Something going on there that I should know about?
Don't be so ridiculous.
Well, how should I know who you've been bunking with? Certainly hasn't been with me.
I'm doing it for them.
Who?
Who? Our friends. The people we've grown up with, the people we've known all our lives. And now their livelihoods are riding on what I do.
So you're hankering to be a hero? Charlie to the rescue, is it? Well, how do I get Charlie to rescue me?
You look nice, all done up.
Richard's put me on a project. Big time stuff. Look, I'm going back to the city for good. Are you coming?
Aren't they the shoes that we saw in the...
How long was I supposed to wait?
Come on.
So long, Charlie.
If you're done making wedding plans, can we get back to discussing the Milan show?
There's no discussion to be had. These are professional models, end of.
Well, you better get on the phone then, because I just called and cancelled them.
You did what? I never told you you could do that.
Think, Charlie. My girls don't need to be paid. They'll do it for cocktails, giggles, and the chance to walk a professional runway. And they can do their own hair and makeup, so there's the money we need to get us to Milan.
How do I get this into your thick head? We are marketing to the world's most sophisticated buyers!
Half of whom probably watch the evening news wearing their wives' brassieres.
Newsflash for Lola, there's a whole load of us who don't watch the evening news and brassieres.
Well, bully for you, but you ain't my buyers.
Well, here's another newsflash. I'm not traipsing all the way across Europe to sell to your chums.
You won't be selling to anyone if we can't get to Milan.
Well, there's no point going before we've got a bunch of Nancy boys stumbling around in skirts. We need to show our boots on women.
Women?
You heard me.
That was never the deal.
Then the deal was wrong.
What did that girl say to you?
Look, I am not embarrassing the name of Price and Son on a plane load of misfits at the world's most influential fashion show. Listen to me, Lola, these boots can be mainstream.
Drag queens are mainstream. Just this morning, I was offered a gig singing in a nursing home. A nursing home, Charlie, in Clacton.
I mean, that's just where you belong. Look at you. You're supposed to be a business person. How many successful designers do you think go out camped up like the entertainment at a low-rent tea dance?
After all I've shared with you. And you still think I'm wearing this for lack of a pair of trousers?
I get it. I understand all this frou-frou protects who you really are. I heard you.
You heard nothing.
Listen, Lola, you don't have to hide anymore. Once the world sees your work, you can stop all this and have a normal life.
You're a fool.
Am I? I'd wager if we stood side by side and asked passers-by who was full of themselves, most of the votes would swing your way. Why am I the only one who believes in you around here?
You believe in my shoes. I am not my shoes.
No, you're a joke. You think you're being all mystical and deep, representing the best of both sexes. But I meant to tell you all you are is daft. You want to start being treated like a man, start acting like one. Sorry, but sometimes the truth hurts.
The truth? The truth! We're done here.
And Simon, that's right, Simon. When you turn up at the airport, try and look something like your passport photo, yeah? For both our sakes. This is shite. Do it again.
You're out of your bloody mind.
This is for Milan.
Milan! Milan! You don't even know what Milan is. You've never been there. You're just guessing. And I'm going home.
I don't need to guess to know what's good.
They'd be good enough for your father.
I am not my father!
Truer words were never spoken.
Do them. Again.
You know how the saying goes? If you want something done, have at it. Now how about we all clear off and leave the man from Milan to his stitching?
Hang on, we've got all these samples to make in no time. If you leave now, then all this work's been for nothing. Pete, Marge, Trish. Oh, George. George? Was I kidding? This scheme was skidding. My fractured attempt at taking control. I tried in vain, now I'm to blame. Now I'm left with a deep dark hole, so confident, so collected, and so cool. Hey, look at me now. I'm a fool. Stupid hubris, no excuses. I blew my fuses. I guess I'm just a ruse in my father's shoes. Not amusing, no confusing this streak of losing. Totally brutal and useless too. How can I be the soul of a man, noble and wise like the soul of a man who lifted me high like the soul of a man, heroic and true like the soul of a man that I looked up to. What else could I do? I'll never be, no, I'll never be. I have gone and let you down. Oh, soul, the soul of a man. Here comes that familiar sound. Same old Charlie hitting the ground. I'll just keep walking. We'll no part of this.
Down, doggy. Like every mutt I've ever met. You only growl because you're scared.
Dogs growl to protect something. Got nothing left to growl over.
You know, you're a funny one, Charlie Price.
Cheers.
I always had you down as some sort of spoiled twit just waiting for the world to be handed to him.
Well, it doesn't that mean nothing unless you want it destroyed?
Budge up. Feeling sorry for ourselves. Felt the same way after my dad died.
Yeah.
I was really lost. After the funeral, the undertaker handed me a box of his stuff and said, "This is what he left." I took it, but said, "Actually, no. This is what he left." Charlie, sometimes what a person leaves behind can't be found in their pocket. It's what they inspire in others. Turn around, Charlie.
What's going on? All the factory's lit up.
Go see for yourself.
Is this you? Did you do this?
Me? No. Don. Don did this. Lola challenged Don to accept someone for who they are, and I rather think he rose to the challenge.
So, hang on. Don got everyone to come back to work by accepting Lola?
Not Lola. You. Don accepted you.
Heard you were running low on funds. Last week's pay slip. Who needs to eat?
Well, mates, shall we see what he thinks? Well?
Yeah.
Oh my God! The man from Milan said yes!
Have we got them all?
The van should have been here by now. Perhaps he's gone round to the loading bay. I'll go and check.
Lola's not here. She's not coming.
Call her again.
I've already tried a dozen times. I can't even get Pat to answer my calls now.
Look, maybe they're flying straight from London. They wouldn't miss this.
After what I said?
Charlie, call her again.
Hello, Lola. Guess who again? We're on our way to the airport, but there's a monumental hole where you should be, which is no great surprise, really. Every time you leave a room, there's always a great big gaping gap. It's just how life for you is. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you that I don't blame you for being angry with me. The way I shot off my yap, I'd walk out myself if I could. Hey, leave it to me to finally find my passion in life and use it to hurt someone I love. But forget me, forget Milan, forget the boots and the business. What I really wanted to say was, if anyone ever tries to tell you you're something less than a man, you have them come and see me, alright? If being a man means taking on the entire world, then you're the only man I've ever known. Certainly the best. I mean, you challenged Don to change his mind, but well, I suppose I was the one who really needed that lesson, wasn't I? So, this is Charlie from Northampton telling Simon from Clacton he is so terribly sorry. Goodbye, Lola, and thank you.
You don't want to see me anymore. You can't listen to me laugh out loud. You don't want to see me dance. You can't even take the chance that it might reflect on you. You missed out on the best part of me, the part that made me who I am today. But the best part of me is standing in front of you and loves you anyway. Hold me in your heart till you understand. Hold me in your heart just the way that I am. With all your faults, I love you. Don't give up on me. I won't give up on you. When you took my hand, taught me how to be strong. That's how I picked up where we went all wrong. I know that I hurt you and you hurt me too, but you mean more to me. I must mean more to you. Hold me in your heart till you understand. Hold me in your heart just the way that I am. With all your faults, I love you. I need you to love me that way. Thank you for welcoming me to your lovely facility. Believe it or not, I actually grew up just down the road from here. Anyway, it was my pleasure to come. You're not my usual audience. And I suppose I'm not your usual entertainment either, and that's because I am actually a man. My name is Simon. Thank you for listening. It was good to see you, Daddy. Goodbye. I love you.
Alfonso Maria, rapidamente. Si prego di affittarsi? No? Get un onde avonte. Oh, mamma mia. Ah, bellissimo. Attenzione. Hello, peoples. Can you hear me? Bueno, bueno. Attenzione. This is molto importante. Donatella? Che cosa fa questa media a Kinky Boots? Ah, prego. Okay. Can I see the exhibitors from Bryce and Son?
Yeah, here.
Aha. And your dresses?
Yeah, that's me.
Aha. And your models?
Also, me.
So, you have everyone you need to proceed, see? Sì, perfetto. Your presentation begins in 2 minuti. Inglese, pazzo.
Come here.
Charlie, there's no one here, no one told me.
Oh, right, go out front and sit with George. I want at least 2 friendly faces out there.
You're not really going...
Go on, shoot, off with you, go on.
Okay.
Is he really going to?
It appears so, yes.
Does he look sexy?
To me, very. Charlie, honestly, how can you surprise me anymore?
Kinky Boots!
reasonable.
Yes.
And you still like girls.
Yes. Kinky Boots! Get back to work. But before we go, we'd like to leave you with the Price and Simon's secret to success.
Alright, well, you've all heard of the 12-step program. Whatever you can do in 12, we can do in 6.